needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, everyone needs a friend. So let's
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another daily vlog. It is a very rainy, gross day here in Arkansas. We have had storms all through the night. About 1 o'clock in the morning, we heard the most horrific wind whipping against the house I've ever heard. It was very freaky. Our lawn furniture was being like blown around out in the backyard. It sounded like hail. I don't know if it was hail or if it was just stuff beating against the house. It was terrifying. We're all okay. Just a really bad storm came through, and then it continued all throughout the night and into like when we got the kids on the bus, it was thundering, lightning, and torrential downpour. So it was just kind of crazy. They were a little bit freaked out. And if you guys know, we have an 11-year-old autistic son. He does not like getting wet, although Lucy doesn't really either. She was not happy about it. I have one umbrella. I need to get some smaller ones. And we used to have some, but I could not find any this morning to like send with her. So David walked her out to the bus, like pouring rain. And once you get to the bottom of the driveway, there's like a river. So I'm like, we're looking at this going, how are we going to get Nate to the bus? Because if he walks through this, it's too big to jump over. If he walks through this, his shoes are going to get wet and he's going to take them off and, they're not going to dry. So right before the bus came, I was like, let's put him in the car and just back him up into the street. And then as soon as the bus gets here, he can just, at least be on the driest part of the street to get in the bus. And it worked out perfectly. Like as soon as we started backing up, which Nate was not happy about getting in the car because he was like, no, I want to ride the bus. I'm like, we're just driving you down the driveway. So I got him in the car. We backed up. And as soon as we backed up into the street, the bus came. It was like perfect timing. It worked out perfectly. And he stayed as dry as possible. So that was great. And then I did not go back to sleep today, which is great, especially since I was up a lot in the night listening to the storm. I have very bad like storm anxiety and like, it's not even just fear. I'm just kind of very aware of it. Where I lived in Alabama growing up, tornadoes were very common. They're very common all over the South. And so we were always just very aware, and we always had a basement we could go to, but we don't have one here. So I'm just like very on alert. And so as soon as we kept hearing that noise last night at like 1 in the morning, I was like on my phone looking up, the radar, and there wasn't showing any tornadoes. It was just really bad weather. So that made me feel a little bit better, but it was a scary night. And I'm just glad we're all okay. I hope all of you guys are safe. As you're watching this, it's been, days past, but David's day off is on Friday. However, he is going to have to work a little bit today. We have an event going on this weekend, tonight and tomorrow, for all of our volunteers. It's like a training thing. And so he's going to have to do a little bit. I think he's got to do a little bit for Sunday, and then he has that tonight. So I decided to go run some errands before he has to leave. So he's with Mark at home right now. Lucy has a birthday party tomorrow, so I want to get some tissue paper. We are completely out. So I'm at the Dollar Tree. Also, she's working on this Lego dot sign that she wants to make her friend, and all the base plates we have are like dark green, and so it's not showing up very well. So I know Dollar Tree has base plates for like $1.25. So I'm going to see if they have a lighter color one, preferably white, but I don't know if they'll have that. We'll see. And then I just kind of want to look at their Valentine's stuff, because I know the closer we get to Valentine's Day, the more it's going to be picked over. And I like to get my kids like a little Valentine's basket. I still have the baskets from last year. I just need the stuff to go in them. So I thought I would just browse around. So I'll take you guys with me for that. And then I want to go to Kroger because they got Freshetta pizzas on sale. When they have them on sale for $3.99, I get them. I get 5 or 10, and I put them in the freezer, and that's just such an easy dinner, and we'll have it, for the next month or more. Let's see what else. Once I get home, I really need to do some housework. I want to get us set up for a great weekend. And so the biggest thing I want to get done today is I really want to sweep and mop. I did sweep a little bit the other day, but it needs it again as the rainy and the leaves and all that have been shuffled inside. It just needs it again. So I want to get that done. And then tonight is the first night of the volunteer thing. So this is kind of how, I know you guys like to hear how we balance special needs life with ministry life. And I always like to plan ahead. And I really think hard about how we're going to do everything. So because I know that there's an event tonight, an event tomorrow, pretty much all day, I know that all of that will be way too much for Nate, especially coming off of a full day at school. I just know that. So what we've decided is I'm going to stay home with the kids tonight because the most important part's tomorrow anyway. And then we'll go tomorrow as long as we can. So I feel like when I first started out special needs life, I would try to do too much and it would just never go well. Would have really, high expectations. And I found that if we can plan ahead, have small goals, like if we can make it an hour or 2 hours or whatever, there will be childcare, but Nate's at an age now where he doesn't really go in childcare. So he'll probably be sitting with us. So we'll just see how it goes. But David will go tonight. And so I want to do something fun with the kids while Daddy's gone. So I thought we could make pizzas, maybe put a movie on. So that'll be fun. So that's kind of my plan for the day. But I'm about to run into the DT and see what they have going on. And then I'll run to Kroger. Of course, I'm going to get my Panera iced coffee. Duh. Like I haven't had one all week and I've been really missing it. My cold brew is ready that I made yesterday, and so that will be fine though. I'll just take the coffee insert out and let it just sit in the fridge, and I'll have it whenever I don't get to Panera. So let's go. The rain has really slacked off. It's still kind of sprinkling, but not too bad, so that's great. I think it's supposed to be better today rain-wise, and then it's supposed to get really cold. So right now we're only in the 50s, so this is the warmest we've been in a while, and it's supposed to keep dropping until Sunday and Monday where it's like below freezing and then into like negative temperature. So stay tuned, y'all. Anyway, let's have a great day together.
So I thought it'd be fun to do a little shop with me in the Dollar Tree, and you guys can see some of the stuff I found. So I thought this scrunchie with the hearts on it was really cute. And then I don't know about your kids, but my kids love stamps, and this set of 10 for $1.25 I thought was really good. They had bath bombs galore. I thought this one was cute. They also had some really cute Valentine's Day socks. I had a hard time choosing. They had like long ones, smaller ones. Lucy's foot is about the size now where she can wear these women's size. They're kind of small women's. And so I got her these rainbow ones. I thought those were cute. Let's see. I think the candy is actually a really good value at Dollar Tree as everything has gone up. These for $1.25 is not bad, especially for like kids. They had some marshmallows, they had suckers, all kinds of different Valentine's stuff, 22 lollipops for $1.25. I thought that was pretty good. Of course, they had the little boxes of chocolates. They had a bunch of these, well, not a bunch, they had a bunch more of these containers the other day. They're really picked over right now. I'm glad I already have my containers. And then I found some more bath bombs and this little fingernail polish I thought was really pretty with the heart packaging. So I got some of those. Girls are so much easier to shop for, by the way. Lots of stuffies. I passed on that because we have way too many. The little art kits. There was more stuffies, little flowers and all kinds of stuff. Valentine's Day, beautiful stuff. And then I looked for Mr. Mark Prize because he was sad when I left, and I found this Lego car where you can build Legos on top of the car. I thought that was really cool. We love going to Dollar Tree for Hot Wheels and stuff. You can find some like really interesting ones. I thought this tissue paper was so cute and it matched the bag that we got for Lucy's friend so well. Like how girly and cute is that tissue paper? So cute. I love just browsing around Dollar Tree. While I was browsing, I found this magnetic notepad, tear off notepad, and it was divided out by the days of the week. I thought this would be great for meal planning. I didn't buy it, but I wanted to show you guys. Really cute. This was the deal of the deal of the day, if I can talk. Y'all, look at these. They're like caboodles. They're like small-ish caboodles, but they're still really good size. They had so many of them. They had more in the front, but I thought Lucy would love this purple one. I want to go back and get me one. So cute for $1.25. And then, like I said, they had bath bombs galore. My kids love bath bombs, and I refuse to pay like $3, $4, $5. So $1.25, perfect. It's like a fun treat, and then it's over and done. So that's all the stuff I found.
All right, you guys, no luck on a base plate in there. They had 0, but I did find a really cool car Lego thing, and I showed you guys. I told Mark I'd bring him a surprise bag, so that'll be perfect because he loves building Legos. And then really cute Valentine stuff, like that little caboodle makeup kit thing. Like that was such a good deal for $1.25. I kind of want to go get one for me to put my makeup in, because I think it's actually a perfect size, because I think the caboodle, like the big ones, are just too big for like simple makeup. But they had so many of them, they were putting them out like on the display, and I bet you those things will go fast, because that's a really good deal. Okay, I think my next course of action is going to be iced coffee, and then Kroger, and I may go run into Target because I've heard they're having some clearance things. And I can check there for a base plate. If I don't find one, it's no big deal. I went ahead and got a birthday card too. She was going to make one, and she still has that option, but I thought, well, I'll just get one in case she wants to, do that instead. So we'll see. Really cute stuff in there. So though, like the Valentine stuff is already getting picked over. It happens fast. I don't know if they're going to get more in or not. So if you're looking for Valentine stuff, go before, like definitely before February hits. I mean, I know you feel like you got a lot of time, but that stuff goes so quick. So I'm gonna go get me some iced coffee. I am so bummed, y'all. They were out of iced coffee. I got an iced tea, but it does not hit the same. I have never seen them out of iced coffee, even like sometimes later on in the like late afternoon, early evening, they'll just be out of it and they'll stop making coffee. But this early, like it's before 10 a.m. So I'm wondering if they just maybe were out of the coffee or something. They do have hot coffee, but I just decided to get a tea because I already had a hot coffee today. So first world problems, but man, I was looking forward to that. At least I have my iced coffee at home. So I'm closer to Target, so I'm going to go to Target next. And then if I find anything, I'll show y'all. And then I'm going to go to Kroger and get the $4 pizzas. And then I feel like there was something else on sale there, but I can't remember what it is. Anyway, I'll show y'all. All right, you guys. So Target was a bust. I had seen on like Facebook and stuff that some people were getting some really great clearance at Target. But this brings me to a point that I've been wanting to talk about. Every time I see this comment, I want to make a video about it, but I'm just going to do a little insert here. So I show you guys a lot of good deals that I get. I really am passionate about showing y'all what kind of deals are out there. However, I think sometimes I do a disservice to you because I only show you the days where I find good deals. When you are trying to shop frugally, I cannot talk today, trying to shop frugally, find good deals, find clearances, 9 times out of 10, when you go to the store, you're not going to find anything. And I don't always show you guys that. Like I usually just wait till I find something really good. So it may look like in my videos, like she's always finding good deals. And so when you go to the store, you don't see a deal and you think, well, there's just none in my area. I am telling you guys that 9 times out of the 10 times I go into the store, I don't find anything. When I would go to the thrift store a lot, most of the time I wouldn't find anything, and it's just very hit or miss. So when you're looking for deals, don't get discouraged. It may take a little bit of your time to run into Target. Like I was in there like 10 minutes, walked around, didn't see anything and left. But it's worth it on that one time where you find amazing deals, and it's worth it to me. I have some extra time. If you don't have extra time, it may not be worth it to you. But that is how I find good deals. It is not because I'm just really lucky. I will tell you, I like Kroger. Our Kroger here, besides like the weekly deals, which everybody gets, I don't find a lot of markdowns at our Kroger. Now in the Indiana one where I used to shop, I would find amazing deals. So some of it is your location, but I have found really good deals everywhere I've lived, and it's just checking often and being willing to run into a store and not get anything. So I hope that makes sense, because I think some of you think that I just am really lucky. Again, now there is some skill to it, like listening out, following the sale and the coupon and all the people on Facebook and Instagram who post when there's deals. Like I wouldn't have known that Target was a possibility if I don't follow them. But you know, not every time is going to be a winner. So I'm going to go to Kroger. I remembered the other thing I was going to get. I'm going to get 5 pizzas, and then if I might get 10, and because I have David's account too, you can get 5 on each account. But I think 5 will be enough. Usually they'll put like different pizzas on sale every few weeks. So 5 will be enough. I'm going to get 5 pizzas, and I'm going to get, they have the Eggo French toast that Nate loves on sale, buy 2, get 1 free. I never see that deal. It's usually never on sale. So I'm going to go ahead and get some of those for him because he loves those. So I'm going to get those 2 things unless I see another great deal. And then I might go to Walmart and look for the base plate. They had some giant ones here, but like she needs one that's like half that size. So I don't know. I feel like I looked on the app and I didn't really see anything, so they probably don't have it. I was really hoping that Dollar Tree would have it, but they didn't. So anyway, if I find anything else, I'll show y'all. If not, I'll just see you guys back at home. Okay, I think I stayed out too long because I am now soaked. Have an umbrella. Went into the store. It was beautiful and sunny. And then I was checking out and I was like, oh no, it's pouring rain. So I went to Kroger. All I got was the 5 pizzas. I got 3 cheese, 2 pepperoni. They're freschetta. The freschetta pizzas are so good. $3.99. You cannot even make a pizza like that for $3.99. I got 3 boxes of the French toast. Then I thought, let me run into Walmart. That's where I should just gone home. There's this Valentine's shirt that I really want. I saw somebody post that they got it at Walmart, like an influencer, and it's like this it's this pink shirt. It's got a big heart, and it's kind of like not tie-dye, like what is that technique? I guess it's tie-dye, but it's like crinkled up. They did not have it. Then I looked for the base plate. They only have the giant ones, just like Target, so we're out of luck with that. I went ahead and got some more birthday cake mini muffins because we're running low. And I just walked through the Valentine's section because I thought, let me see what they have. We made the mistake one time of waiting to get the kids' class Valentine's till like the week of. And I will never do that again because there was nothing. I was having to like order online and like pay extra for shipping and all this stuff. So I normally do not buy Valentine's without the kids. And I'm hoping Lissy's not going to be mad at me, but I did not want them to sell out before I could show her these. Like, she is going to die. So I went ahead and got her a couple boxes of these, and I'll just tell her, if you would rather pick them out yourself, we can take these back. But I feel like she's going to like them. And then I figured for Nate, because he doesn't really like candy and his class is kind of smaller, maybe we'd do like a bag of chips per kid. So I just got some really simple Valentine's cards for him. Just like $1. I thought they looked kind of cool. And there's 32 of these too. And then we'll pair it with like a bag of chips. And then I like to do napkins the week of Valentine's Day. It's just something cheap and fun to kind of jazz up their lunchbox. So I thought these were cute, and they have little hearts on the back. And that was it. So I'm going to head home. It is now getting close to 11. I've been out for about an hour and a half, and I'm going to head back home in the rain. And the temperature is steadily dropping. Every time I get back in the car, it's colder. So I'm going to go home, eat something real quick, and then I really need to get cleaning on my house. Well, first I've got to edit, then get cleaning on my house. So it's going to be a busy day. All right, you guys. It is now 2:40, so I have about an hour, a little less than an hour before the big kids get home. I laid Mark down for quiet time, but he's been in there for about an hour. He's not going to sleep, so I'm going to let him go ahead and get up. While he was down, I straightened the entire living room and kitchen, cleaned off the counters, cleaned, like just picked up everything, and then I swept and mopped. So I'm exhausted. I think I'm going to try a new cleaning routine in the new year. I'm going to try to make it a little more basic than I have before, so stay tuned. When I know it works, I will let you guys know. But I am just tired of like putting off the floors, and then they get really gross, and then it takes me longer to do them. So I did the living area, the kitchen, and the dining room. And then I'm hoping in the next few days I can do the bedrooms. It's just a lot to do at once. If you have back problems, mopping is no joke. So it is very, very windy. The wind has already blown down our trash cans. It's really windy out there. So anyway, I'm gonna let Mark get up. I'm gonna read a little bit. I got my video edited. So we're doing great. I'm excited for it being Friday night. We don't really get to sleep in tomorrow because we have to be up at the church early, but we'll get to sleep in probably about an hour later than school wake up time. So if no child wakes us up, but anyway, I will see you guys back. I need to get a shower. I feel so gross, but maybe I'll do that later on this evening. I also thought about maybe going live at some point today. I know it wasn't like planned, but I thought it'd be fun to talk to y'all. I don't know. We'll just see. We'll see what happens, but I know this video is probably already getting long because I talked to you guys a lot today, so I will catch up with you guys when the big kids get home and we're doing dinner. I really want to make cauliflower pizza crust. It's just such when you grate the cauliflower, it tends to go everywhere, and I just swept and mopped, so I'm like, do I really want to do that? But I need to make them before the cauliflower goes bad, and pizza night just sounds really fun, so I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. And I don't know if I'll make the kids. I have some dough packets. I was going to make them pizza, but then I also thought, why not just put a frozen pizza in? It'll be easier. I won't have to make all the dough and get the kitchen dirty again. We'll see. I haven't decided. I have my next meal here in the next couple of hours. So I think I'm going to do an iced coffee. So when I make the iced coffee with my new cold brew maker thing, I'll tell you guys how it turns out. I think I had to put way too much ground coffee. I followed the directions on the package, but it seemed like way too much coffee for that amount of water to me. So it may be a little strong. I may have to dilute it. And I'm just gonna have to experiment and see like how I like it. But anyway, I'll see y'all back then. All right, you guys, so I just had a shower. I'm gonna make myself an iced coffee. I tasted this and it was really strong because it was good, but it was strong. So I just diluted it with a little bit of water, not much, maybe like that much water in there. And then I like to make my vanilla shake a little, not as much water, so it's a little thicker for my iced coffees. Marcus is kind of whiny. Okay, now I'm just gonna pour. Hopefully I did about the right amount. I think it's gonna be about perfect. Yes. And then 2 tablespoons of whipped cream is a condiment, so I'm going to use that. Playing with blocks over here. Okay. And then I'm going to put just a little bit of a drizzle of this Zero Everything Skinny Sauce. 2 tablespoons is a serving. That was not even a tablespoon probably. And that's it. So let me taste it and I'll let you guys know how it is. All right, here we go. And I kind of like keep mixing it as I go. It's so good. It literally to me tastes like a caramel iced coffee from like McDonald's. It's delicious. Making that shake like a little thicker, not adding as much water, really makes it like more creamy. So I'm going to enjoy this. I have about 30 minutes before I want to start making dinner, so I'm just going to sit down and enjoy this. Tip with the whipped cream, if you don't want it to get like all crusty at the top, you just turn it upside down like this. It's actually what the directions say. I just never read them for years. You just turn it upside down like this and run it under the water, and then it stays clean and nice and hygienic and not gross. And I think it lasts longer too. Stays fresher. So that's it. I get this question so many times. I'm going to show you one more time how I make my cauliflower crust. If you've seen this a bunch, I'm sorry. I do still get this question a lot. So I grate the cauliflower very finely. This is just raw grated cauliflower. You take a cup of this, 1 egg, and 1/4 cup of whatever cheese you want. I like to season it with some like Italian seasoning. I use a little bit of onion powder. You could use whatever you want. Mix that up and spread it on some parchment paper. You kind of have to work with it a minute to kind of get it as thin as possible. And then you stick it in a 425-degree oven for about 20-ish minutes. And then you're going to flip it and cook it another 5-ish minutes. And I say ish because You really just want to watch it. It's going to get kind of brown, and then you can just top it with whatever you want. So I like to make a bunch of them, a whole head of cauliflower's worth, which usually makes about 4 to 5. And then I'll store them in the freezer, pull it out when I want, top it with whatever, and it makes a really yummy, low carb, healthy meal. So that is my cauliflower pizza crust. It's super easy. I think it tastes kind of like a flatbread. When I get mine done that I'm going to eat tonight, I'll show you guys what it looks like. All right, you guys, so here it is. How good does that look? I mean, I don't like cauliflower. I don't like eggs. But I'm telling you, you don't really taste it. It just tastes like pizza. It just tastes whatever toppings you put on it. It's very much like it's not super crispy. It's very much like a flatbread. But I think they're really good. So I'm following Optavia. Been very open and honest about that. So how this works out in my lean and green is there's a cup of cauliflower, which is equal to 2 servings of veggie. The other veggie comes from the tomato sauce that's on here. The lean part, or the protein, there is an egg and a serving of cheese in here. And then the toppings on top, there's turkey pepperoni and a serving of cheese on top of that. So that equals to 1/4, 1/4, 1/4, 1/4 of a serving, which equals to 1 whole serving. So this is a complete lean and green meal. And if that's all Greek to you, no worries. Normally I try to keep mine really simple. Like I'll have a piece of fish or taco meat or something. But sometimes it helps to do something like this and kind of break up the protein, if that makes sense. This may make no sense, but anyway, this is a yummy, yummy pizza, and I'm just going to keep baking the other crust until I get them all done. You guys, I'm kind of flushed because of, I think the heater being on so much because it's been so cold outside. What you looking for, Nate? You looking for a pencil? Let me help Nate real quick. You need a pencil? I think I'm going to be able to get maybe 5 pizzas, if not 4.5. I am pulling my 3rd one out of the oven, so I got just a couple more. This is a process, but it's really easy. I've just been doing laundry and other stuff as I've been just flipping the pizza crust and all of that. And then the next few times I want it, I won't have to go through the whole rigmarole of making it. It's kind of getting crazy in here. I decided to make a reel of how I do this crust, so I filmed it kind of last minute, but that way if anybody asks me how I make it, I can just send them the reel, or the short, and that'll be really easy. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. I'm going to come in here where it's quieter. Kids are wound up. My face is still kind of flushed. The oven's on and the heater's going, and I don't feel hot, but I feel like my cheeks are so red. I'm almost done with the pizza. The last one is in the oven, and I decided to do 2 mini ones and then use them as like a taco shell. I think that would be really good. So I'm going to try that out and see how I like that, but I think it'll be really delicious. I had enough to do right at 4 pizza crusts. That head of cauliflower wasn't as big as the ones are sometimes. That's still pretty good. I don't really know how much. I need to decide how much, like figure out how much each pizza crust is. Is that light flickering? I can't tell if the light is flickering or if I'm having like a migraine aura. I think it's the light that's flickering. I need to figure out how much I spend making that, but I bet you each pizza crust is $1-ish. I mean, if you were going to buy that, it would be so much more expensive, and it's so yummy. David should be home in the next couple hours. I have washed every item of clothing in this house, every towel, everything. The only thing that's not washed is the items that the kids wore or are wearing right now. I even washed like their hoodies from school. Like I've just been catching up on all the laundry. I got all my towels washed, and not only is everything clean, but everything is put away, which is my least favorite part. But I've really been trying to like make myself do that, because sometimes my laundry will like pile up and it's all clean, but it just is a mess because I'm behind putting it away. So anyway, I know this video is getting kind of long. There's nothing really else to show you. I'm going to bag up the crust, stick them in the freezer. I'm going to edit the reel that I'm going to post about the pizza crust, and I'm going to get the kids to bed and then wait on David to get home. Tomorrow is a very busy day. We have the volunteer thing at church. It's like a meeting for all the volunteers. I think I told you guys about that. So that is in the morning, and then Lucy has a birthday party for one of her friends in the afternoon. We're also going to be getting ready for Sunday, so just lots of stuff going on. So make sure you stick around. I'll probably be vlogging that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Thank you for running errands with me today. I love you all. If you liked today's video, you know what to do. Give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Definitely subscribe if you're new. See you guys tomorrow.
Everyone needs a shoulder to cry on. Everyone needs a helping hand. Everyone needs someone to rely on. Yes, everyone needs a friend.